CTV News at 5 with Marina Moore and Tony Rima with weather.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. First Nations chiefs impacted by the wildfires in northwestern Ontario are calling for an inquiry and an independent review into the emergency response to the fires. At a press conference held online and in Thunder Bay, chiefs called out the Premier and the Prime Minister, saying both levels of government have and are dragging their feet in supporting their communities. The chief of Gull Bay called for the removal of the director of the MNR and the minister responsible for the MNR, Mike Harris. The chiefs from Namagusangagan and Whitewater Lake First Nations say they weren't given the necessary warnings to prepare to evacuate, and their people had to self-evacuate with only what they were wearing in many cases. Other First Nations claimed they were told they didn't need to evacuate, only to have that order changed hours later. We'll hear from the chiefs directly tonight on CTV News at 6. For now, let's take our first look at weather. And the rain has been on and off today, so is it going to clear out? For more details, we go to CTV's Amanda Hicks. She's filling in for Tony Rima.
Thank you so much for that, Marina. And for the most part, we're going to be able to give our windshield wipers a break. Your first look at weather is brought to you by CAA. You can become a member at getcaa.ca. So the rain is going to hold off for most areas across the north. We're going to see a break in the rain, dropping temperatures as well. Temperatures are going to fall below seasonal for tomorrow, even some single-digit temperatures tonight, if you can believe that. We're also going to be seeing some sunshine as well over the next couple of days, a little bit of rain as well. So little bit of everything is what we could expect over the next couple days. I'll have more of those details coming up a bit later on, but for now, Marina, back to you.
Thank you, Amanda. U.S. President Donald Trump announced new 50% tariffs yesterday on Canadian products ranging from alcohol to hockey sticks. The key reason being cited for the tariffs is unfair trade practices, including premiers pulling U.S. alcohol from store shelves more than a year ago. Both the Kentucky bourbon and California wine industries have been hit hard by the sudden drop in demand from Canada. In the Sioux, people told us they don't want American alcohol back on the shelves.
No, I would not. No.
Why is that?
I wouldn't want to give to Donald that advantage or that
satisfaction.
Yeah. He's a big
Bully.
Orange bully. I've had enough.
I would never buy it because Trump doesn't have any respect for us Canadians. So why give him any respect by giving our money?
No, I wouldn't. I agree totally with Doug Ford advocating for it to stay off the shelf. We're the firefighters in the States helping Canada. What has Trump done for us? He's complaining about the firefighters and whatnot, or the fires. But we can't control the wind. It's a jet stream.
I'm not really much of a drinker, but I'm pretty sure other people in the city, they probably would. I think they would, to be honest.
I'm sure there would be some that I would buy just because I'd want to try it, if anything. But in general, I probably wouldn't. Just overall, I don't really see a point in it when there's stuff that's already there that I like as is.
I don't feel like we need to support the U.S. because they don't support us or basically anybody else.
Among the other reasons cited for the tariffs are Canada's supply management of dairy and certain tariffs on quotas on cars imported from the U.S. And Sudbury MP Vivienne Lapointe is sharing her thoughts on the new tariffs and the impact they may have on Sudbury.
In terms of the specific impact here in Sudbury, I continue to communicate and work very closely with our local companies that are impacted by this and finding some mechanisms in order to help them.
Lapointe says the federal government has increased the Strategic Relief Fund to help companies impacted by tariffs. In other news, for the past 2 years, Rough Diamond has been working with Cambrian College on a new addition to their Amphibious fat truck. Today, MP Vivienne Lapointe announced funding to continue their efforts. CTV's Madison Marriott tells us more.
It gives me great pleasure to announce $150,000 in funding to Cambrian College.
Rough Diamond and Cambrian College showed off the Fat Truck's newest addition, a platform that can mechanically raise off the vehicle for rough terrain drop-offs.
In a very short period of time, we have the demountable platform here. So what it does is it allows the Fat Truck, which is a highly capable vehicle, to get from A to B. But once it gets to B, if you have to offload heavy equipment.
This took about 2 years from the Darryl sticky note idea to where we are today. And then this funding is to announce a second phase of this, which is refining the prototype.
While the group wants to make the design lighter and more efficient, they also hope to create an additional toboggan-like style in Sudbury with the help of Cambrian students again.
When you see it at the very end, you almost forget all the struggles you put into it and just are so proud of what came out of it.
We've talked a lot about dual-use technology, and today was a perfect example of what that is and is a very tangible example of how that can work here in Sudbury.
While more work will be going on with additional designs, Adam says the Fat Truck is a deployable asset that, as of last night, is being staged for wildland firefighting efforts.
We look at sometimes when it's too smoky for the helicopters to fly in or fly out in a situation where they have to get firefighters out of a dangerous situation. The Fat Truck supplements that overall main effort where we can go in with a lot of people, but we can also bring supplies and consumables that they would need at a certain spot on the ground. And if required, the Fat Truck can be an emergency evacuation vehicle because it's amphibious.
Adam says beyond wildfire help, he hopes to see the Fat Truck and platform used in mining operations, military uses, and other off-grid areas where crane and helicopter use aren't feasible. Madison Marier, CTV News, Sudbury.
Time now for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Amanda has your full weather forecast. For now, let's take a live look at conditions at the Elliott Lake boat launch. I was noticing some families out fishing there today. Hopefully the fish were biting. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from the break. Hope everyone had a fantastic Tuesday. We saw a bit of thunderstorms out there. We saw some rain. We saw some sunshine. We saw a little bit of everything, essentially. But fortunately for some, the rain is going to clear by tomorrow. And then by Thursday, we're going to see some sunny skies. But let's take a look with the full forecast radar here. So we've got a little bit of precipitation on the way for certain areas like Timmins, Temiskaming Shores. By the time Thursday rolls around, look at that, smooth sailing, sunny skies for all the regions by the time Thursday arrives. But let's take a look with the 5-day forecast, and here's what we're looking at. So for tomorrow, getting up to 19, that's below seasonal for this time of year with a mix of sun and cloud. Sunny skies, as I was saying, on Thursday, high of 23, bumping back up to seasonal by the time Friday arrives. Chance of showers there, and a mix of sun and cloud on Saturday, getting up to 26, so a little bit above normal. For Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, mainly sunny skies for tomorrow, high of 19, 23 on Thursday, mix of sun and cloud. Chance of showers to start the weekend, high of 25, getting up to normal for this time of year, and a chance of showers on Saturday and throughout the weekend. For Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, chance of showers for tomorrow, high of 16, chance of showers on Thursday, continuing into Friday. Hopefully we see a little bit of sunshine in between all of that, getting up to 25 on Friday, and then a chance of showers throughout the weekend. For Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, chance of showers for tomorrow, high of 15. Chance of showers on Thursday, high of 24, 25 on Friday, chance of showers, and that continues throughout the weekend. More cloudy skies on the way for the weekend. But the plants will love it, right? For North Bay, West Nipissing, chance of showers for tomorrow, high of 20 with a little bit of sunny breaks there. Mix of sun and cloud on Thursday, high of 23, so pretty comfortable conditions there. 25 on Friday, so getting a little bit warmer, a little bit more summertime. Chance of showers on Friday, and then a mix of sun and cloud on Saturday with a high of 26. So we're starting to see some warmer conditions, a slight dip in temperatures, but we're right back up to seasonal. That was the 5-day forecast. Marina, back to you.
Thank you, Amanda. Cats and dogs rescued from Ontario communities impacted by northern wildfires are being brought to foster homes in southern Ontario. CTV's Alexandra Hollick has more on those who are caring for the cats and dogs.
For this brother-sister dog duo, the road to safety was a long one. Ross and S'mores arrived in Guelph Saturday from a reserve in northern Ontario. Their community, one of dozens devastated by wildfires, forcing families to flee and in some cases leave their four-legged friends behind.
About 21 or 20 rescues across southern Ontario. Took in 112 animals in total.
Safe Paws Animal Rescue is part of a network of organizations giving cats and dogs from the north a second leash on life.
It really ranges what state they're in. We're expecting pregnant dogs, moms with puppies, young puppies, teenager puppies, adult seniors.
Part of the rescue mission is to offer temporary reprieve, placing the pets with foster families until it's safe to return home.
There's the other branch of it where there's the animals that are being officially fully surrendered by their families for various reasons, as well as the stray animals.
Vet teams are also on the ground in northern communities to microchip and vaccinate animals.
So that they're safe, so that if we move them to another humane society or a veterinary clinic, a boarding facility, anything like that, that they're well protected.
Protection extends beyond evacuation. Stacey Murphy is a registered vet tech with the Kitchener-Waterloo Humane Society. She says smoke inhalation from the wildfires is just as bad for pets as it is for humans.
If the air is not good for you to be breathing, it's not good for your animal either.
Urging pet owners to take precautions, especially during air quality warnings.
You know, if we're going outside with them, it's for short walks to come back inside pretty quickly, monitoring them for signs of respiratory distress and taking them to the vet if something seems out of sorts.
In the meantime, while the smoky skies may have blown over in southern Ontario, a reminder of the raging wildfires lingers, knowing that many lives, including Ross and S'mores, have been forever changed. Alexandra Hollick, CTV News.
Hearst Power says a lightning strike was behind a historic outage in the community over the weekend. We're told lightning struck electrical infrastructure on Gilles Street, causing catastrophic damage in the LaCour Trailer Park area Friday night. It required the complete replacement and reconstruction of critical equipment before service could be restored. Officials say this led to the longest sustained customer power outage documented in Hearst in more than 35 years. It was 64 hours in total. An ATV rollover last night in Timmins resulted in charges and a license suspension. Police were called to Grundy Avenue where one ATV had rolled over, injuring the driver. The driver was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The police investigation led to charges against two other ATV drivers who were with the victim. One individual was charged with failure to comply with a demand, and the third driver had their license suspended after registering 50 milligrams of alcohol. Coming up on CTV News at 5, a celebration of culture, music, and community. Crefest kicks off in Timmins. We'll take you there after the break. Splash and Go Adventure Parks, a Sudbury-owned inflatable water park, is finalizing a deal with the City of North Bay to bring the water obstacle course to Lake Nipissing. For a little over a week, Splash and Go has been teasing that North Bay will be its newest location to set up. The water park layout includes a floating obstacle course where kids can climb structures, go down slides, and try to balance on the inflatable. There's no official date for launch just yet, but the company says it's currently hiring 2 lifeguards, a site crew team member, and a customer service representative.
Very excited. So North Bay has always been a target on our radar. We've been working on launching in North Bay since we launched in Sudbury. It's been a little more challenging getting that in place. We are definitely always looking to expand and bring this to the more northern communities and even southern communities as well.
The city writing in a statement to CTV News today, Splash and Go Adventure Parks has been selected to supply and operate a new inflatable water park at Shabagisik Beach following the city's request for proposal process. The new attraction will provide another recreation option for residents and visitors to enjoy the waterfront this summer. Meanwhile, Tourism North Bay says the water park will elevate North Bay's vibrant tourism scene, seamlessly blending with existing activities, events, and festivals in the downtown and waterfront core. Again, no launch date just yet. Well, for the first time, Crefest is being held in Timmins. Organizers say bringing the annual celebration to the city will make it easier for many Cree families to take part while giving the public a chance to experience Cree culture. CTV's Lydia Chubak reports.
Mushkegowuk Council Grand Chief Leo Friday says holding Crefest in Timmins gives many Cree people who live in the city an opportunity to reconnect with their culture.
This is the first time we do it in the Timmins, and the reason for that, we have a lot of our people living in Timmins, and they never got a chance to go to our communities because the flights are too expensive. So that's one of the reasons why we have it in Timmins, is to make aware of the people in Timmins that we are not forgetting about them.
Timmins Mayor Michelle Boileau says the festival also gives residents and visitors a chance to enjoy a wide range of activities.
If not to come visit your friends and family, there's a reason to come just in the programming and what goes on here. And I think that's something that's really exceptional.
Organizers say the festival features live Indigenous music, traditional drumming and dancing, vendors, traditional foods, daily elders meals, and activities for youth and families. They also say Crefest helps support Indigenous artists, entrepreneurs, and tourism across Northern Ontario.
A big thing this year is the arts and crafts and the marketplace, non-Indigenous and Indigenous, and we kind of wanted that to be a big thing this year, along with the evening concerts, the cultural programming. We have a cooking tent for cooking wild geese, and we also have a youth program at Hollinger Park.
Wildlife photographer David Courtois is among the artists showcasing his work during the festival.
Trying to capture and show what I've been seeing out there and share it, not just from showing the wildlife, but the cultural aspect of it. Because it's rare to see these wolves. It's rare now to see them more and more. More and more people are shooting them on site.
Crefest continues through Thursday, including special guests like Adam Beach and musician Adrian Sutherland. Admission is free. Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
And when we return, it's Take Me Home Tuesday. You're watching First at 5.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
We're back for another edition of Take Me Home Tuesday. Definitely a favorite segment around here at CTV. One of my favorites, that's for sure. And of course, we're joined by the one and only Emma Bailey of the Sudbury SPCA. Emma, thanks so much for joining us as always.
Thank you for having us.
And tell us about who you've brought into the station today.
This is Hazelnut. She's a boxer mix puppy. She's very sweet, a little shy, but so affectionate. She just loves, oh hi. She loves being in your arms. She just wants attention all day. She's very sweet, and with a puppy, there's always just so much adaptability. She could go into any home really with a great family, would be wonderful. She's waiting on her spay surgery, but after that she'll go home spayed, microchipped, and vaccinated. And she also has 2 brothers waiting at the animal center as well. So if you're looking for a perfect puppy, we have Pistachio, we have Pecan, and this is Hazelnut for you.
I certainly love the names of all of those dogs there. And I know you talked about her temperament as well. Like she's very friendly. She seems very cuddly.
She is. She's very social. She's a little nervous with the car, but she did great on our ride here. She just wants to spend time with people and be in your arms. She's not even really entertained by toys right now. She just wants attention all the time.
And what would you say is the best suited home for a dog like Hazelnut, seeing that she's still so young?
With puppies like this, they're really great at adapting. So even a home with kids, with other dogs, with a busy house, she would do great. It would just need that time to adapt. So giving her that time when she's in your home to get used to the routine is always what we're looking for.
Amazing. Well, if anyone wants to find out more about Hazelnut, contact the Sudbury SPCA directly. Emma, again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back in another week for another edition of Take Me Home Tuesday.
Our first community close-up takes us to the West Nipissing area, where the River and Sky Music and Camping Festival will once again be lighting up the forest with a wide variety of art installations along the Sturgeon River, July 22nd to the 26th. Organizers say the annual festival is a beloved tradition for friends and families from all over Ontario and beyond, and is now in its 18th year. For more information on the lineup or tickets, visit riverandsky.ca. Next, we're off to Big Nelly Lake near Iroquois Falls, where Jill Towsley says she spotted a northern flicker recently. They're beautiful to look at, but they sure can be noisy. Thanks for sharing this, Jill. And over to Swastika now, and Raymond Bourgeois says after visiting the local Fireman's Park, she noticed a group of ducks on the water by the rapids. What a beautiful scene all around. It looks like a peaceful place to sit and enjoy nature. And if you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, you can email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. Don't forget to include your name, location, and a short description. And finally for us tonight, a sweet update on a story we brought to you last week about two friends making beverages for a cause. 11-year-olds Mary and Abigail served up free refreshments at their booth in New Sudbury over the weekend while collecting donations for 3 charities: Pet Save, the HSN Foundation, and the Sudbury Regional Tree Fund. The girls say the fundraiser was a big success and that the mayor even made a surprise visit on top of an incredible turnout. After an uplifting day of community spirit and support, they raised over $1,000 for charity. The girls say the experience has deepened their belief in their entrepreneurial vision, as well as giving back to the community. Well done. Looks like a lot of fun, and the drinks looked great too. There's more news for the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.